Hello and welcome back to the 6th video in this series. You might be wondering why I'm over here, up all the way up on top of this mountain and not down there where I normally be starting. That's because I'm not going to be there today at all. Because what I want to do is start my real base. The Hobbit Hole was always just intended to be a starter base just so I could get good stuff, which I have done, and get enough resources to start building properly. I've already outgrown it. The storage it's too small. I need a bigger base. And that's what this area is going to be. When I first made this world, I found this cliff, which I thought was too perfect to ignore. I mean, can you imagine something being built on top of this? It would look amazing, but simply because of how beautiful the cliff is here. And it could do with a bit of work, but it's a really good starting point. And I've already got all the resources that I need, at least for the near future, because I have actually planned out this base, but I'm not going to show you that because then there's no suspension in what I'm going to build. So it wouldn't be a very good plan to show you that, but all you need to know, I have spent a very, 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 very long time getting all the things I need, at least for now. And the best part is, it still probably won't be enough. So I'm going to have to go back and get more again. Oh well, it's not really the end of the world. It's just another few hours of my life when I could be doing more productive things. Who cares? It also took me multiple hours to move all this stuff over here, so that wasn't fun either. Unfortunately though, I can't start building immediately. Reason being is, the ground's not ready. I need a very, very big space. The base will go from around here, this corner, all the way over to this corner, and then all the way back to about the edge of this cliff in just one big square. And that will all need to be completely flat. So that is what I'm going to start doing today. I'm not going to build the whole base today for obvious reasons, it's huge. But I'm going to plan to at least start it and get the middle centre bit of the base done, so maybe I can actually move in and make my life a bit easier. That's my goal here. I want to move in and I just won't have to deal with some tiny unorganised storage system anymore, which will be incredibly nice. Ow. That is why you look where you're going, especially when you're literally on the edge of a cliff. What level? I'm guessing maybe this level will be easiest to flatten it to, because this will have to do some more building. Yeah, I feel like this will be easiest, because I'll then get dirt that I can use in the grass. Then get dirt I can use to fill in the holes and stuff, so I don't have to use the stuff I've got, because I imagine I'll need that for later. So now I now look a bit like a pincushion. There's nothing else to do but start mining some dirt. Well, that took quite a long time. Oh god. As I was saying, that took a long time. It didn't take nearly as long as I thought it would, considering I have flattened quite a large area. I didn't really need to flatten over there or here, because I'm not planning on building there, especially not yet. I may do later, can't guarantee it. But it was just easy to do it, and I do think I maybe will want to build like some gardens there or something just to fill up the space a bit and make the base larger than it is already, which, considering the amount I've had to flatten, it's already quite large. So yeah, I have been being pestered by these fellas all the entire time I've been doing this. Go away, you're not welcome. Now I look a bit like a pincushion. Obviously, I'm not going to be building the entirety of my base in this episode because it is huge. It takes up a lot of space and a lot of resources, and somehow, despite having 2.5 chests of sandstone, I probably still don't have enough. I'm going to have to go back and get more at some point. But what I can do is start the central bit, which is the bit I will actually be living in. Point being there, I can move in, and at least it'll be easier, and I won't have resources all the way over there in my hobbit hole still, because that's quite a long way to walk if I want a tiny bit of iron. So with that, and I don't know how I'm going to do this, I don't know if I'm going to use screenshots like Matica or just leave and rejoin my creative void every 5 seconds. Let's get started. I'm going to have to stop the time-lapse there for a second and interrupt very slightly because I just had a horrible experience. I was just in here, which obviously I'm using as my little storage room. One creeper comes in here. I'll put the screenshot I took of that one on the screen right now. And then as I'm clearing that mess up, a second one comes in. I try and run and it blows up. And I've lost a full double chest of birch logs. I mean, that is incredibly painful to get back. This is actually slightly devastating. And oak logs as well. And you haven't seen the design for my base, but I am going to need a lot of them, and I've lost pretty much everything, and I'm going to have to get it all again, and God. So, have a little bit of sympathy for me. This was a full room of double chests, and it was literally just these ones left. Everything else I've placed since, so that's how bad the damage was. I've lost so much stuff, I don't want to get it back. But anyway, I guess I've got to, so that's going to be fun. Anyway. And with that, the first part of my base is completed. And I have not time-lapsed this bit because I wanted to give you a tour, but I have also furnished the entire thing. It's honestly taken longer to furnish it than it actually did to build this thing. So I spent quite a lot of time designing this, and quite excited to show you it. Oh, it's a long fall from there. quite a tall building. So this is actually the back, because the main entrance, ignore the sheep farm, the inhumane sheep farm, will be round here, because there's going to be a lot more buildings going around there, going around there, there's going to be some gardens. It's going to be very, very nice indeed. That's obviously not done yet, so for now this kind of looks more like the front, so I'm starting here. The first room is the chest room. Basically the main room in the entire base. I've brought both my cats over, Felix and Jester, and this is a very, very big room with a lot of spruce in it. I've used glazed terracotta and wool to basically make a rug that goes all the way around here, the chest area. I spent many hours getting a lot of frog lights. Don't get those in survival, it's not fun, you have to feed magma cubes to frogs. It wasn't fun, I spent way too long doing that, really don't do it. So you can see the storage area is done. You've got the witherhead here. I need something else to go here because it's a bit one-sided at the moment, but for now, that'll do. Lots and lots of storage, and somehow I'm still running out of chests to assign names to, but this is what I've got for now. Through these doors behind the stairs, you have a portal, and there will be a lot of farms back here, but obviously they're not built yet either, so it's kind of just an empty wasteland of grass and torches. We'll start downstairs first. Through here you have a living area. You've got a very big fireplace, you've got lots of sofas, cabinets, paintings, a suit of armour in a case, that's probably the word I'm looking for, case, bookshelves, and my favourite feature of this room, the rug. Again, glazed terracotta, and I've also used looms for tassels, which is an idea I got off Instagram because I'm chronically online. This door is only temporary, it's because there will be a lot more things behind this wall, but for now, you've just got an empty door, it's not ideal. But eventually that will look a lot better. It doesn't look horrible though, could be worse. I just quickly wanted to draw your attention back to something because I realised I forgot to mention it a second ago when I was here. The main reason this chest room is so central is because if you look up, you get a view right out the glass dome, and you get a little sneak preview of what I'm going to show you in a second. But the fact that you can see the sky from all the way down here is insane in this house. So this is the grand stairwell. It's not as grand as I would have liked, but to be honest I was running out of room. I really didn't know what to do for stairs. I was struggling a lot. I spent about an hour trying to make stairs work, and this is the best I got. More custom rugs. These aren't as complex, but they look nice. These doors will lead to the opposite side of what's through there, another room. There'll be more buildings here. But again, that's not finished for now. Got another suit of armour in a case here. This one's actually lighting up as well, which is nice. There's a big England flag. I was going to put like a painting there or something made out of lots of colours of terracotta, but I didn't have the dye and I couldn't be bothered to go get it. So England flag is what we're getting. And this is the ballroom. It's not a great ballroom because you've got a big hole in the floor, but to be honest, I prioritised this view over a proper and coherent ballroom. So it's a sacrifice that is unfortunately had to be made. Once again, I've used the same glazed terracotta for a rug and lots of wool, which is why I had the sheep farm outside. Lots of chandeliers, and obviously you've got the centrepiece, the huge glass dome on the roof. I had to get very creative with ways for lighting this room up, and this wasn't particularly creative to be honest, but I was struggling to get enough light in here to stop things spawning. I think it works out okay, to be honest, with the lighting in here. It's good, I like it. Oh, and you can see the sun setting. You really get to appreciate the view out of this window. Just like sitting up here watching the sunset, isn't that stunning? But that's convenient that the sun's setting, because now I'm going to the bedrooms. Through this corridor we have got a bedroom, one for me, one for my friend. They're literally identical. My one's this one because it gets a better view. And as saying with that, I get to sleep in the very nice bed. There we go. I've used a lot of signs and glow ink, which I haven't got on me at the moment. I've already put it back in a chest to create handles. So that's alright, I quite like it. I was going to go for gold, but I didn't have any orange dye and I couldn't be bothered to get it. It's really not even complicated, I was just really lazy. Up these slightly ugly stairs, but again, I didn't really know else to put them. You've got a really ugly but functional room. It's not great, but that's not the point. Frankly, the only purpose is to get up here. Now, you would have seen me adding these stairs in during the time lapse, or you might have done, maybe you weren't even watching at that point, but I spent a long time lighting this area up so you could walk all the way around the outside of this top area, and it's completely... Give me a second. As I was saying, it's completely safe except for the lack of railings, as I just proved. Safe from mobs, at least. You can come up here, you can look down into the glass dome, you can see the ballroom. You can see the big England flag. Again, it's the easiest flag to make. I would have done the British flag, but that's way too complex to this scale. This copper's taking a long time to oxidise. This one has shot ahead for some reason. I don't know why. Even over here, there's not one in that colour, and frankly, these ones are really struggling. But they'll get there eventually, and when they do, it will look good. But it's quite nice being able to walk around up here, knowing that you're safe, except for the railings, knowing that you cannot be got by mobs, except an Enderman. Ooh. Except an Enderman, or a Phantom, technically. And that's all the rooms we've got inside at the moment. There will be a lot more when there's more buildings to have rooms in, but most of the rooms are basically the size of the exterior, like this one. Frankly, they're kind of the same room, really, because you can just drop down here and you're immediately in the storage area again. Yeah, I've officially moved out my hobbit hole. It was surprisingly bittersweet. I'm very happy to be in here now, but actually it turns out I quite liked my hobbit hole. It was quite cosy, and the pub's obviously still there as well. But you can see it's not far. Like, if we go over here, you can very, very easily see the new base. You'll be able to see even more easily soon, I'll tell you that for certain. But yeah, you can definitely see it. It's obviously not difficult. At some point, I'm going to have to build a path so that they actually feel connected, these two builds, and they're not apart. I mean, I've left an obvious spot there, so you can just wind up here, go into there. There's going to be, not to spoil it too much, there's going to be a gatehouse here at some point. So it's going to go through there, and obviously we're just going to be able to go in this, which is the front door. But anyway, for obvious reasons, this episode has taken a very long time to produce. So I don't actually have time to do anything else. I did want to, but I can't. So that is going to have to be next time. All I'm going to say is, if you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching, because it's been a very time-lapse heavy video, I can tell that. I hope this does slightly better than my last one, which was abysmal, even by my own standards. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye. That was horrible. Why did I say it like that? Goodbye. No, it goes goodbye. What the hell's a goodbye? Goodbye. There we go, that sounded alright. If you enjoyed this video, please consider watching the rest of the episodes in this playlist. It'll be on the left here, and if you want to support me even more, you can actually subscribe on the right.